Hey YouTubers, this is Renee and I'm back. Haven't seen you guys in a while. Um, Had a few deaths in the family and unfortunately. So dealing with that and just starting this new year, trying to get it together, right? Trying to figure it out, trying to, keep pushing, keep moving. Happy New Year's to everyone. I hope you're prospering and you're doing well. Um, I'd like to actually thank you guys for all the views and subscriptions that I received on my first video and all the feedback, whether that it was, in agreement, not in agreement. Feedback is like food, and I really appreciate you guys sharing your thoughts with me on my last topic, Black Women Talk. So the topic or the issue that I want to talk about today is surrounding the interview that Gayle King conducted with Lisa Leslie after Kobe Bryant's unfortunate departure, him and his daughter and everyone else that was on that helicopter. May God be with their families in their time of bereavement. And so the reason that I'm bringing this up, I know there's been enough talk about it, and hopefully things have died down. Everyone's calm. The thing I always say, death brings out the ugly in people. Really, it really does. People just they lose control of their emotions and different things of that nature. But how the reason that I want to talk to this is about this is I want to link it to my last video where I talked about code of conduct, right? I talked about a code of conduct amongst our people and that group mentality. So the reason I felt the need to talk about this situation as it pertains to that topic was that, it fits perfectly. When we don't have a code of conduct, when we don't have that group mentality, these are the situations that we deal with. It's like we don't know, you know, what line not to cross, or we don't regard one another properly. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like there's no boundaries. Like we'll say anything, we'll do anything, we'll treat each other any sort of way. This is why a code of conduct is imperative in any ethnic group. You got to know your boundaries. You got to know what it takes to sustain your group. You know what I'm saying? But at any rate, I felt that the line of questioning was inappropriate and that it was ill timed. And I also thought that, like I said, it's because there's a lack of code of conduct amongst us. People were talking about, oh, if you're not a journalist, you don't understand. They actually tied in old sexual abuse in the black community. Those are issues and those are real things, but that wasn't the time for it. People, before your careers, before you were a journalist, before you were anything, you were a human being. And so we all know, those various emotions and things that, give us a rise, and when it's just not the right time to say or do things. And so you being a journalist has nothing to do with you having some common human dignity for one another. Whatever your profession is, journalist or anything else, you got to know that, hey, you're dealing with your own species, and you, of all people, should know that there's just some things that you don't do, you don't say at certain times. The other thing is, before you were a journalist or anything else, you were black. You know the society that we live in. You know the commonalities amongst people who are black across the globe. It's not just the Americas, people. It's everywhere. And I tell you one thing, 2020 brought about a change. It's a new decade. We better wake up. We better wake up. Shake yourselves and wake up. We see everyone else progressing. I tell you one thing. I'm so happy to see on YouTube this conversation become alive. I've seen so many videos about black people, where we're moving, the direction we're moving in. You know, some people, think that it's time for us to just pack up and leave and go to Africa. Some people say, no, we put too much time, blood, sweat, and tears in America. No, we're not leaving. Whatever you decide to do, whatever your thoughts are on it, you better know that there's strength in numbers. And that this system that we live in was not created by us. We live in it, It wasn't created by us. And it's not altogether going to be changed by us. The thing that we can change is how we move through and about in this system, how we operate in this system. That's the thing that we can change. We can change that. So, I was just like, oh my, and all the stuff that was flying around from both sides regarding that issue. It's like, man, if it's ever been a time, it's time for us. Technology is driving us so quickly. Like, where are we going to be? People are already talking about our demise as a people. I heard someone on YouTube say in 50 years, it'll be no such thing as African Americans. We're going where? Are you saying that we as a people are going to die out? No, I don't think so. But what I do feel is that if we don't get our stuff together, it's going to be another rough time for us. And rougher than it's been. People just take stock of it, think about it. Just think about it. And I encourage you, pick up some papers, read some articles, look at some videos, something, inform yourself about what's going on out here. This is real, people. 2020, the largest population of our workforce are women. Black women, what we doing? Like, we got to get this together. Our younger women, our older women, all of us. Black people as a whole, we got to get this. You cannot afford to turn your head and shut your eyes on this one. And I'm not predicting anything, but I'm telling you right now, I don't think it's too far-fetched that we would find ourselves in some FEMA camps somewhere if we don't take care of business. Because everyone else is staking their claim. Everyone else is doing what they need to do to sustain themselves as a group. No one wants to die out as an ethnic group. And all the blood, sweat, and tears that black people have put in this and all, just about every other society, if not all other societies. No. But it's incumbent upon us. No one else is going to do it for us. This is deep. This is deep. This one video is not going to get it, guys. We won't be able to discuss everything in this one video. But keep listening, keep watching, keep tuning in, and put in the comments. Let me know in the comments your thoughts and what you'd like to hear us talk about. Just keep it positive, keep it respectful, but let us talk. It's time to bring up a dialogue. It's no, you may hear some rough things said, but they might need to be said so that we can at least start the dialogue, start talking about it. And so we can address these issues and find out what we're going to do. We're economically unstable. We spend $1.2 trillion. Well, they said $1.5 trillion this year we'll spend. And we still have food deserts in our community. Our young men are incarcerated at a rate greater than several other nations, countries put together. We're still seeing our young people shot down in the streets. Violence at a unfathomable rate in our communities. You know, I tell you, if we don't take care of this, we have no one to blame but ourselves. If we don't start a dialogue, if we don't start calling each other, not even calling each other out, just bringing it to our attention, what's going on. We can't afford to sleep on this. We can't afford to sleep on this, people. Wake up. Some of the books that I read, in particular, Powernomics by Dr. Claude Anderson, and several of his other books. Black Labor, White Wealth. That's another good one. Give you a good perspective on our history, the history of the Americas and how we fit into that history. And not only the Americas, but like I said, all over the world. Black people have contributed all over the world. So how are we going to not exist in 50 years? No. The only way we will be extinct, it will be because we didn't take care of business, people. It will be because we did. Nobody's, we're always, should I say it? We're always making excuses. We're always making excuses. Time moves on. It doesn't wait for anyone. So, we need to remember the past so that it won't happen in the future. But we also need to be moving on and building a future that's sustainable for ourselves and for our generations to come. So please, people, continue to share these videos. Continue to give your feedback. Let me know what you want to hear. Let me know, if you say, hey, I'm not subscribing to that. I don't, all feedback is good feedback. But just put your thinking cap on and think about it. Just think about it. 1.5 trillion. Why are schools being closed in your neighborhood? How can they just displace you? Come in and root you up like. And out of all the money we spend, what political and economic power exists for us in these Americas? Makes you think and wonder. What's missing? It's not that we don't have monies. We spend money on things we want to spend money on. So we just need to think about it. We need to be more strategic in how we move. People, we got to. You're going to hear me say this until you get up and make a move. We have to bind together. And it's not binding together in hatred. People, you know how they, in I believe it's football, they get in that huddle, strategize. In order for us to be a force that is to be reckoned with, we got to come as one. Not single. That does nothing. One. So think about these videos. Like I said, continue to watch, view, like, subscribe, and share. And give me your feedback. And until next time, you guys, keep on thinking about this. Not just think. Do something about it. Act on it. Bye-bye, guys.